My favorite tours? I don't have one because I was blessed enough to have people like Bowie and Night Ranger and Jules and, you know, a few more. And then there's the other, I don't even mind slinging mud. There's the other side of that spectrum with subhumans named Brian Warner. So you all know who Brian Warner is, right?
I do not. Refresh me.
Brian Warner, AKA Marilyn Manson. So.
Well, wait. Before you tell me this, let me tell you. I did the tour rehearsals for him in Cleveland, and John Cipolla. We worked for the same company. We provided the monitor rig.
What year?
And, this had to be early 90s, maybe 94, 93.
Before me.
Yeah, 94-ish, right? They're getting ready to go on their first tour. And the production manager, whoever the fuck he was, said to me, you know, I think that if you play your cards right, you can come with us. We'll be gone for a year. I said, a year? I said, I don't want to be here another day with you freaks. You know?
And that was, right, that was his original bag, right?
Yeah, and he was pissing in a kitty litter box that we had on the side of the stage. And it's like, oh, there's no way I'm going with these freaky deaky fucks.
He was a local guy pretty much too. He was from Canton, one of the Catholic schools.
No, Brian's he's the son of a very wealthy, successful plastic surgeon, Boca Raton.
Mm-hmm.
I think
he grew up in Canton.
Yeah, he grew up in North Ohio. Yep.
Okay.
What tour did you do with them?
07 through almost the beginning of 08, when I did what I had never done before. I've never been fired from a tour or quit
until,
you know, before the tour was over. In this case, I forced him to fire me. So, because I couldn't take another minute.
What were your actions to make Marilyn douchebag Manson fire you?
I mean, he's just, well, first of all, with what's going on now with all the women.
Shocking.
They better never call me into the courtroom because I'll crucify the guy. Saw it with my own eyes. My tenure with Shitface was the Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah.
She was there. And she's the one that brought all that to light.
Wow.
And did he abuse? And yeah, like you read about. He's a piece of shit. There wasn't a day that went by on that tour that he didn't say something to her that made me have to restrain myself from throat punching the fuck. So I couldn't take it. These folks, they ain't mine. Cocaine abuse, alcohol. I had them all ripped out, and I got ones I could send to the shop in case they fail. So almost nightly, my radio would go off. Our tour manager, Guy Sykes, great guy. Love him, still talk to him every now and then. Boss wants you in the dressing room. This is the beginning of a loadout. Most of you know, a stage manager is just a little bit busy at the start of a loadout. And almost nightly, he would summon me to the dressing room. What? Yes, boss. Now, at the very beginning during rehearsals, which another indication that this was going to be a waste of almost a year of my life, 9 weeks in 3 of the big rooms at Center Stage rehearsals in LA, in the Valley. He showed up 9 times in all those weeks. Anyway, so, the firing. So this one night, I'm talking, and I get along with building people. It's what made me rubbing my own back, sorry, but successful as a stage manager. Humor and just personability and truth. So I'm setting up the loadout. I'm the IA head, 8 guys there, 9 guys, 50 there, blah, carpentry, audio, and the radio goes off. Needs you in the dressing room. That was the last time I was ever going to hear that. I walked in, I went, so right, during rehearsals, we were told, Never address him as anything but Manson or sir. Okay. I walk into the dressing room. What's up, Brian? What do you need? Looks very surprised that one of his people would, not kiss his fucking ball. Anyway, and then I said it again because he didn't say anything. I'm like, Brian, what's up? What do you need? I got to go back to the job you hired me for. The Nazi pulpit didn't light on fire properly tonight. We have to fix it. I said, well, Brian, what we can do is this. You can get out your checkbook. We can send it out overnight on a private jet. I can have Tate Towers rebuild it. And the bill will only be probably $1 million.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Pull the trigger. Want me to do it? Again, dumbfounded. I went, okay, Brian, gotta go. And then I dropped my top teeth in his absinthe. It kind of happened like it was like exclamation point. I turned and walked out. He obviously put the glass down, thank God, because I was able to later go back and get him, but I'm 10 steps away from closing his door, not slamming, but rather hard behind me as I leave to go back to work. And Guy Sachs on the radio, Kaufman, what'd you just do? I said, don't worry, Guy. My flight case is already packed and Rocket's picking him up from this arena in the morning.
Head to the airport.
And it was a hotel night. So
Perfect.
Got on the bus, went to the hotel, had a flight ready in the next city. So see ya.
Well, repeat for me again what that set piece was. It was the what?
Nazi pulpit. He has this thing.
My Nazi pulpit's not working. I mean,
Well,
that is
instead of
something I haven't heard before at a show.
Right. So instead of, a swastika on the sides, it's a lightning bolt. Or, like in The Wall, Roger Waters, the anti-Semite that he is, has the hammer and, the hammer. Tear down the wall. Those are all fucking Hitler references, as far as I'm concerned, my own interpretation. But this was Manson's interpretation of Adolf, right? He had this pulpit. It was 5 steps up. We had, I don't know, stagehands had to put 50 fucking sandbags in it so it didn't tip, because he'd lean right over it, as dangerous as possible.
Yeah.
I think the song was Personal Jesus. Anyway,
Everyone's favorite.
So he's probably bent out too far and it teetered a little bit. Well, of course it is. We told you your limit was the edge. Every night you go over it. Guess what? And I've told him this personally. I had told him personally many times. One night you're going to lean too far. You could take it over into the crowd. You know how many lawsuits that is? Because you'll hurt people. Another not great story about that tour was I have a friend who is a brilliant metal worker, fabricator, builds motorcycles. He's a rigging grip, head rigging grip on films. Did Matlock for years.
Oh,
anyway,
that's all I need to hear.
I know, right? Worked with it, Andy Griffith. So I had Smitty because the Waste of Flesh was looking for ideas on how to make a shocking microphone. So I gave Smitty one of his 58s, gave him the shell and the cap, how it's made, and said, what do you think? He knew who Manson was, obviously knew who Manson was, and said he wants to have this look shocking. So he built a knife blade at the bottom of this Beta 58. Manson loved it. And then, like only a week, maybe less than a week into the actual tour, after rehearsals ended, I realized what I had done with that fucking microphone, because he throws them. Yeah. And I'm thinking he's going to throw that fucking thing into the audience and kill somebody.
Right.
This is not going to end well. But thank God he came close one night, but went into the pit. So I had a dozen made because he does go through them, and you know. But that guy, with what's currently happening with women coming out and saying what a monster he is, about fucking time. Take the rest of his money.
So you're saying that you're not going to get together for the reunion next year?
I did invite him over to play with the dogs.
Nice.